My name is Grace, and I was diagnosed with OCD when I was 3 years old. Some of my compulsions had to do with symmetry, perfectionism, and scrupulosity, which was for sure the hardest one for me. Those three things made life very difficult. So those compulsions are represented in this bowl, and we're going to put into the OCD bowl. And I'm going to mix that around. All right, another really hard thing for me was having to go to school and go to my sports and do things like that and have all these intrusive thoughts in my head. And that was really hard to function with all those things happening in my head. So that's going to be represented by this, having to function while having OCD. Another very hard thing for me, which really upset me, was when people would say, "Oh, I'm so OCD, my paper has to be perfectly folded in half," or "I keep my room always clean, I'm so OCD." Or that stuff would really get, because they don't understand how hard OCD really is. And I actually had a teacher say to me, "Grace, stop obsessing." And I was like, in my head, I was like, "You really?" I told my mom, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy." She doesn't understand that this is really hard for all of us, and you feel like you're alone and no one's like you. So that was this is represented, and that is represented in this bowl. All right. So at this point in this bowl, mixing it all up, I was without hope. I did not know what to do. I had super high anxieties, and it was just a mess in there. So we kept searching and searching, and we eventually found something called ERP, Exposure Response Prevention, which in a way is facing your fears and telling your OCD bully what is actually true. So, I, for instance, was I had to do these weird things, everything had to be perfectly straight, or had to tap my foot in a weird way, or I'd have to tell myself things to make sure that people I love wouldn't be hurt. And I'd have to do these compulsions over and over to make sure something bad wouldn't happen. So when you would do ERP, you would face your fears, and you would tell yourself, you'd actually say, "Well, maybe this will happen today," or you'd say, "I don't know, OCD, maybe, I don't know, this could happen," and you'd tell your OCD bully, "I don't know, I kind of agree with you," and you just face your fear, and your OCD bully will eventually go away. So I'm going to add some of that into here. Now, it's not just kind of a one and done kind of thing. You have to do it over and over. So until your anxiety eventually goes down. Now, at first it might be a 10, and that's for me what it was. My anxiety was very, very high, and it was very stressful, and I was crying, and it was very hard. But I did it over and over, so I'm going to add a little bit more in, and things eventually started to get better. So I'd mix it all in, and you would just do it and do it until OCD was not controlling your life. So I'm going to pour the rest on in, and that is what ERP can really do and change the whole thing of how your OCD is treating you. It can make your OCD just go away and get out of your head. Now, it might come back and kind of tell you things remember, Grace, remember what could happen, and you just always got to remember to say no OCD, you got to say no to your OCD bully. I'm Grace again, and thank you so much for watching.